Hello, I'm Oral Gibbs, and welcome to Oral Gibbs Live. I have a very, 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 very interesting guest. You say, well, every show is no, this one is special. I'm telling you, it's going to blow you away when I come back. Let me tell you first about the sponsors. Windward Island Bank in Phillipsburg, in Cul-de-Sac, and also in Simpson Bay. The Windward Islands Bank. For all your banking needs, it's a Windward Islands Bank. And GBE, or Local Water and Electricity Company. GEBE in service and run for over 6 decades is GEBE. And I'm Oral Gibbs, and with me, after many, 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 many years, I'm so happy to have this particular gentleman with me on the program. The one and only, and I'll tell you something. We started a radio station. We are still in the testing phase. And this particular gentleman, his music is on the station every day. People went crazy. Who is this guy? Those are people who don't know about him, who just came to the island from all over the world. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Von Heineken, better known as King TIMO, is my guest. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, man. I'm fine, Earl. Pleasure to be here.
It's so good to see you but you haven't aged at all, man.
No, I have a track that you'll be playing soon on the radio. I'll play it for you too. Allergic to getting old.
Wow, that's good. That's good. How things been going with you?
Things been going nice. Can't complain.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
You know, I was telling people that you're one of the few Calypsonians that every time you came to the show, you brought a CD. So when we started the station, I had a lot of your music, and we started to play it. And then people started to go crazy.
Wow.
Because the radio stations don't play the Calypso music all the time.
No, they wait on season.
But you are a phenomenon. I'm telling you, the feedback I'm getting from people on your music is unbelievable.
Beautiful.
So things otherwise.
Well, a young man here watching the young people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Musically, things nice. Well, we're in month of December now.
Yeah.
And this is my second carnival period.
Really?
Yeah. Busy every weekend and even through the week, middle of the week.
So you perform in different places over the weekend?
Yeah, even overseas. Right there now, I'm booked out until the 26th, which is Boxing Day.
Wow.
And then All Year's Night.
Yeah?
Yeah, every weekend.
It's amazing because the last time I saw you probably was maybe about 15 years ago.
15 years.
Yeah, a long time.
That, yeah.
And when I told someone that you're going to be in the program, they couldn't believe it. So here you are. And my fault because I should have told you that we were going to be in television too. And radio, so it's my fault that...
I would give the real TIMO attire.
But anyway, it's good that you're here. What year you started in music in Simran?
1990.
1990?
1990 with the Creole Stars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what are they doing now?
Well, the Creole Stars, they have... that is broken up now a long time, which had turned into the band Impact. Yeah. That's the band that Spoonie was managing all the time. From Creole Stars, he continued into Impact, and I think that's done now too. Yeah.
But is this...
That's where I started.
But is it safe to say, we call Simran French and Dutch, North and South. Is it safe to say you're the most successful Calypsonian from the northern side of the island?
St. Martin. But from the northern side of the island, it's a definite yes.
Yeah.
It's a definite yes, yeah.
But you got over the 30 years now.
Yeah, 30, 24. Yeah, over 30 years. Yeah.
You ever thought that it will be so good because you've turned out to be one of the best?
I think I always had it in me, but I really work hard on the art also and push it a lot. And I did put a lot of finance into it to make sure that it live long.
Yeah.
It live long and it's doing good. Good.
You always had your CDs out there in the early days, yeah. How do you think things have changed now that we have all the different means of getting music, no longer just on the LP or
exactly.
CD, now digital?
Well, the sales from hand to hand or even from stores, those have dropped tremendously. I should say dropped totally.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. So you have to rely now on making good music and see if shows or anything could make you the money.
So you really can't make money from the music anymore?
No, you just you'll make money from the music, but by doing shows and concerts,
yeah. But are you surprised the way things have turned out when you look back?
Very much surprised. I mean, we know that life goes on and improve, but that one hit us like a bomb of brick one time. One time surprise. But I'll tell you one thing. It's coming back. Mightn't come back in my time, but in the next 20 years again. Trust me, because the big industry, they too have lost.
Right.
Yeah, because last year I did one of my last albums, and I was in one of the factories, which is disc makers, and they was printing vinyl.
Really?
Lots of it.
And making a comeback.
Yeah. Because what happened to the digital world where everything is pretty and beautiful, but when it comes to sound, you don't get that proper dip and proper sound that you want. So here comes the vinyl coming back. Analog too will come back. The tape.
Yeah. It's quite interesting because it's so easy now. People can walk with a SD card or what have you and just get the music.
I'm telling you.
And a lot of artists now are just uploading the song and just leaving it there because you can't charge people for it. But in the Caribbean, where you are, I think Calypsonians have it more difficult than in other places.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So the only thing I see now could happen to you if you have a good fan base like me, that have a good fan base, I get what you call like the cast cover.
Okay.
So what I do, I'll probably just print maybe just 1,500 copies, because I know that for sure I will get sale.
Yeah.
And that could cover the cost of doing the recording of the album. Then the rest you make your profit on the shows and concerts.
What do you think has been your key factor? Because as I said to you earlier, I know you like your music, but this year with the radio station, what I heard from people kind of surprised me. I didn't expect it. So you got a real powerful fan base.
Yeah, and that comes too from the quality of music, because we have good musicians here on the island, some of the best, because of our multi-talented ears with different type of music, and so. But what we don't have proper is good recording studios.
Really?
So from the beginning, I know that. So I always used to like use some musician here, use some abroad. So then I always go like into a lab now. So I'm surrounded with good musicians. They say, that part of the guy plays nice, but it could be better. So yeah, we'll make it better then. And then we go to the studio, and my quality used to be the high standards from day one. Clarence Derby is one, as I always pointed out to me. He said, TIMO, when you listen to your stuff, you listen to Arrow stuff. It's the same thing. Then I used to record in the studio with Arrow and Sparrow, so I got a lot of lessons there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know, someone said that to me, because we have Arrow music too on the station, and someone pointed out that.
Yeah.
So you record in the same studio?
Same studio, and sometimes the same musicians too. Yeah.
When it comes to writing, you write all your songs?
Most of them, yeah. On the island, people that really helped me write was myself and Clarence Derby.
Yeah.
But
you got some powerful songs, man. Songs that you listen today, it's relevant today, and there were songs you sang, 15, 20 years ago?
Yep. Powerful. I have songs like State of Emergency, which is SOE. Someday I listened to that song. That song was almost 13 years old. And I think we're playing on the radio station. I said, look there, they send a message.
Yeah.
Send a message to the government, but it sounds like it was written yesterday.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. And you got one, Bring Back the Old Man.
Yeah, Bring Back the White-Haired Driver.
that was quite
That was the bomb. Yeah. That was the bomb at that time, yeah.
I mean, the younger generation doesn't understand that one, you know.
But they go ask their parents what you're talking about. They'll explain them the whole story, how you was picked up, dropped to the airport, and gone.
But I think that what people like is the jamming you have a lot of music that really makes you like
yeah, the dancing type and on the what we call the road march up tempo. Yeah.
So you still gonna be competing in Calypso?
I want to, no. They have a little bad boy there going around now. What was his name? King Bobo? Yeah. Yeah, if he behave himself, I'll stay where I am. If he continue acting rude, I might put in because I love a tight competition. I don't like nothing easy and soft. No. You got a Bobo, a Brat, and them in there sort of fish. Then we talking competition.
And I think it's people like you and Bobo and Brat, Genius, that really makes it so interesting. But how you see the island, because you have your songs like social commentary on issues that happened during that time,
right? Like
in the 90s and on. But how you see today as a Calypsonian?
Well, it's still happening, you know. The things in them still there happening, but the message in them ain't coming across much because as you'll notice the radio stations, not the station then because the stations in them still exist, but the DJs that is employed by the stations now, much of them ain't into the culture of Calypso and things, so they don't pick it up. Maybe when Carnival time come around, they run through one or two, but they ain't no Calypso. So it don't give you that pleasure to go and bust your head and compose a good Calypso locally, especially on the local issues.
Yeah.
So you got like 6 years now I have just stopped the local issues really and based on what you call a good broad-based Calypso that wherever it reach, it well listened to and could be played equally.
Because that's more important now in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Your own survival.
Exactly, correct.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate because what I realize is that a lot of people love Calypso music.
That's true.
But they don't hear it often.
No.
And for a number of people on this island, because Simran has changed a lot. You know, when you started Calypso, it's different now. We have a lot of people from Jamaica, Trinidad, all over the place. And they want to hear music like yours.
We wouldn't get it. And we ain't promoting it neither. Our carnival itself have changed tremendously. I say it's not even carnival for me personally no more. That is some kind of business festival. It ain't carnival, period. And I think they should separate both of them. When it's carnival time, it should be carnival time, which is the people time to celebrate. And then when you want to create whatever big shows, a big concert, you have the venue there, and you make it whether the month of July or the month of August or festival time. That's another something.
Yeah.
But you can't take our carnival. I don't know. Madness.
Yeah.
Madness. But again, it's the people that have carnival in their hand. That's how they see it.
Yeah.
Come and get it easy. Just like when you got spoiled children. Never taught them to work for nothing. So they come to the hospital everything that daddy put it there. When you train them to go out wide and work with you, then they know how you own it. Then they'll protect it. Yeah.
And I think that's so true because this generation don't realize.
No. The hard work that parents and grandparents and those before them had put in there. It's a kind of sad, but what? We got to deal with it.
But you know, when I could remember the days, weeks prior to Carnival, the anticipation.
Oh, man, you know, we had a lot of fire up at your station too. That was up at Madame State.
Yeah, right.
Outside park argument, outside one can't wait till they come out to go in to have their say. And it used to be hype.
Yeah.
They don't have that no more. Hype with a lot of love though. I must say, even the late deceased Fernando Chue, the cat, Brat, they has really used to have like a hardly, you might hear us argue, but we still had a kind of love in there. Yeah. Up to today, Brat is like a big brother. Yeah. With lots of respect. Big brother. Yep.
It's amazing because I remember the last time I had Brat on the show is in 1986. He went to Canada with the Rolling Stones.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, and they came back and they brought the video of Brat performing in Canada on television. And I think at that time they had to change the name of the band because it was Rolling Stones.
Oh, yeah, and they had Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember that video of Brad performing on Canadian television. That was the last time I
He's there. He doing fine though. Yeah, that's a real brother. Yeah, that's a real one.
But it's quite interesting because you caused some big problem. You remember that?
That's why they called me trouble.
I remember the one with Vicks.
Oh yeah, they mix up stuff, man. You know, Vicks is always good for cold, for cough. And some people even didn't notice it's also good for congestion. You see? When you're congested. So, and some people went and banned the song. Well, you know, they say politics and government. You got politics and culture too. Because the Bible just taken over. So they say we need something to cut him, slow him down. Yeah. And just how they shut that down, I say, yep, stop your stupidness. Because if I can't sing Vicks and let people know that Vicks is good for cough and for cold, then you know what? I'm going to leave Marigold. I'm going to live in Sucker Garden. So if anybody looking for me, they want me to come, Sucker Garden. So I live up there by Shito. Because that's a nice place to live.
I can remember that. That was, you remember what year that was?
94.
94, wow. Just before Hurricane Louis.
Yep. Yeah. Just before Hurricane Louis, yeah.
But it's amazing because a lot of people came out in your defense, man.
What? Yeah, man. I remember Don had to stop a old lady from coming up the steps because she used to call every day on the radio on PJD2 and say, yeah, but you all can't do the young man. Nothing. She call in and she say, Lloyd, as we speak, I have some Vicks right here next to my bedside. And if it wasn't for the Vicks, I'd be dead with a cold. Dead. Yeah, so no, I had a lot of protection with that concerned. Yeah.
And
again, want to muzzle. Yeah, want to muzzle the art form. So it made things difficult, but we survive.
Yeah.
We survive.
And you became better.
Yeah. Trust me. Today, man, the writing is top. Yeah, the words like wine.
Well, what's your favorite song that you did?
Wow. The one? A few of them. A few. I had one that I really loved. That one is when we had really started to see this new elevation in life where you're getting this kind of badness in school. Yeah, which was Gangsters. Yeah. It's a song don't be played much, but when you listen to it, that one was done by me and Tony Truitt. All the songs on the album was already finished. And he said, Timo, we need to get something done. You see these kind of youths, how they getting on in the schools and thing. And we play some gangster music on that soca. And then he get touched. You know, Tony Truitt was this kind of genius. He didn't work with his trumpet. We have this great trumpet player from Trinidad. His name is Errol Hintz. You find him up in the archives. Anyway, he's the top. And so Tony was, with all respect, telling him, Errol, look, you got music there now. All the solos you like to solo. Let me see you put a solo on there. Errol went, do his solo. Everything went down fine. Studio, everybody happy. Sparrow on one side sitting down because he was coming in an hour after to record. And Tony Truitt now gonna ask Errol, can I borrow your trumpet because I have a piece? Errol say, yeah, look at here. Not knowing the genius that Tony is. And Tony get up and put a kind of jazz piece of blowing over that song. Errol joke about piece on him. He say, you come here from St. Martin trying to embarrass me. It was out the studio. So Gangsters, yeah, that's one of my favorite. Vicks will always be one of my favorite. And lately they also my Clorox. Oh yeah, Clorox. Clorox did wonders for me, man. Wonders. Because Clorox too is a song that, for some reason, it looked like whenever government get in there, they forget the people. And all the other, once you're white, it right. So I say, yeah, this government like Clorox, because it only work for the white. It don't work for me. And that caused a bashment, so yeah, got me and my old boy, Daniel Gibbs, not on good terms anymore. But
you got angry.
Yeah, he get mad. He say, I call him a criminal because I say, I was expecting good from you, because when they say Daniel is running from the good book, when you hear Daniel come to give you a hand, you know you got a good hand.
Right.
But when we thought we were getting a Daniel, we get Pharaoh number 2. Yeah.
You know, Calypso can make politicians either like you or hate you. Right?
Yeah. That is the thing about Calypso too. I don't love you or hate you, man. But what? It is what it is. It's culture. It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet, yeah.
And it's really social commentary.
Yeah.
You can go back 50 years or 25 years, hear your music, hear Brat, Genius, all the others, and you can see the problems that are happening today.
You know, one of the songs I always admire from Genius, I just tease him with it. Man, that song was like a true, and he had a lot of good ones, eh?
Yeah.
But Drunk Again.
Yes.
Drunk Again. What's the sense for you to be as a father? You're living in a house with your sons and daughter. You are in a bad position. Do something for your complexion and fast. Real fast. Bro, you're drunk again. Yeah.
And you remember it good. Yeah.
What? No, a lot of Genius songs, because again, the lyrics, the quality of music and thing, and yeah.
You know, it's like you mentioned that, I think, and you mentioned Cat earlier. And what surprised me is Greg.
Yeah.
It really surprised me.
Yeah.
Because he was on the show many times like you.
Right.
And he brought the CDs that he had at the time. And now that we are playing them, people are saying, who's that?
Yep.
You know, I was surprised.
That's the Dung Street Band, the Tongue Man.
Yeah.
It's so sad, that they are gone at such an early age, not to really see the good for, but like, we know. Life.
Where are some of the places you have traveled as a
Ooh.
so
Ooh.
it's curious.
Africa.
Been to Africa?
Yeah.
Wow, it's good.
Africa. Europe, as far as England, France, Holland, Belgium.
How was Holland?
Holland always been nice, because there now you're lucky to be surrounded by a good bit of Antillean people that really some that came down for Carnival, so they don't know you, but then telling their friends, to come out and enjoy and the show and thing. And they was always good. America, Canada, the Caribbean, which were like Grenada now become one of my little homes.
You like Grenada?
What? To dead, man.
Yeah.
Love Grenada to dead. Trust me. We talking music, but when I in Grenada, it's sad. As say how it is, as a black man, you feel like home.
Yeah.
Feel like home, respected and everything. And here at home, c'est pas la même chose. You doesn't feel so. It doesn't feel so, yeah. So whenever I need a headrest, a good relaxation, and come back with some boost in me, I go to Grenada. Yeah.
You got to go via Barbados or something to get there?
No, and trust me, this is something we could talk now too about CARICOM.
Yeah.
That's the thing they use, CARICOM. Yeah. Carry my backside, trust me. Liat, St. Martin to Trinidad, let's say down the islands, $800,000.
Wow.
Okay? Just to get there. When you going to get there? You're going to take a flight from Juliana, American Airlines, to Miami, $450, $460. Let's say $500. To Miami, 1 hour after 2 hours, straight on Grenada. You're there that afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock. So who are we really working for as Caribbean people? None of these inter-islands airline here working in benefit of the Caribbean people. Now you got a big aircraft coming here, taking you back to North.
Yeah.
Taking one another flight and taking you back down for half the price? No, man, something wrong. Something wrong. So that's how I go. I go to Miami and then go down.
I didn't realize Grenada was so nice, man. I'm gonna have to go see what it's like.
Grenada?
Yeah.
Trust me, when you're ready to go, you're gonna love it. Trust me. Yep. That's no maybe.
And it's a big island.
Yeah. Yeah.
With some good history, you know. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So what other island you like?
Aruba.
Really?
Yeah. Aruba, always one of my island. Barbados too. I spent some nice time down there. So Nicholas Branca, which is that greater ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barbados, yeah.
You don't like Trinidad?
Nah. I love the culture of Trinidad, but the island itself, nah. You say, well, get into detail. Read it up by yourself. Yeah, man. Your friend will take you there. Your old friend, set up. Ask our good friend Dow. He'll give it to you. Oh yeah, ask Mr. York. He'll give it to you good, yeah. And that's a place I used to love to go, you know.
Yeah.
Trust me. Used to love to go.
It's changed.
Yeah, change. Yeah. Just like how we see the little St. Martin changing too.
Yeah.
All the islands. But you see the bigger the islands towards we, the worse it is. But we ain't too far out of that shoe too, eh?
What about Antigua and St. Kitts?
Yeah, there's what you call the other regular little St. Martins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a lot like St. Martin.
Yeah. It's my family in St. Kitts.
Yeah. But everybody know you in the Caribbean, man.
Oh yeah, TIMO. Yeah, Mr. Trouble too. That's the name they call me, Mr. Trouble. Yeah.
You even had a character name after you in The Lion King.
A nice one, yeah.
You ever saw the movie?
No, with children side, yeah, with children.
If you have time,
I will.
Watch it and let me know. I always tell people it's the best cartoon ever made. Ever made.
Okay.
And I was speaking with Lasana Sekou.
Oh, Lord.
And he was saying the same thing. When you analyze that, so you got to take your time, sit down and watch it one time with the grandkids. You're going to love it. Analyze, see
I'm going to know that down for something.
how it's put together, and everything about life and people, it's in that card.
And you know, most people are always telling me that as them European people that have been going to do shows.
Yeah.
You say, TIMO?
For the life. Yeah. So it's something that you should really check out, man. But you know, it's amazing because, you know, I was telling Bobo, he was here recently, but for the musical organization that they have for Calypsonians. I don't know if you're aware of that, this whole new association. And the thing is, when you look at Calypsonians today, there are a lot of issues. One is financial. They can't even go to the bank for a loan because the bank is saying, well, you're not making any money, you can't. Have you experienced that over your career as a Calypsonian?
Nah, not really, because trust me, you know, I have made myself good. Yes, going to the banks and them. So no, I wouldn't experience that. Okay. I have made myself good and I always work hard to make sure I have it up there. And I was one of them that don't sit down and wait for nobody. I create my own shows, my own concerts abroad too. Yeah, for people to start doing some little marketing, promoting, and then the show, like, we got a concert there that I'm having the 16th in Angola. Yeah.
Wow.
And then the 17th, we're taking it to St. Croix, which we sold it to them.
St. Croix is nice.
Yeah.
I like I prefer St. Croix more than St. Thomas.
Yeah. No. That have always been. You like the crucial vibes. Yeah.
So you're going to be performing St. Croix?
Yeah.
Not St. Thomas?
No, not yet. It's possible, but not near come up yet.
Yeah. Any plans to go to Aruba that you see you like again?
Aruba to see me almost in the February, you know.
Yeah.
Once a Carnival. Yeah, Aruba is with no joke, love. Yeah.
Well, so at least you're working year round anyway still.
Yeah.
But when you look at St. Martin, right? And you remember when you came out, I was telling this to Bobo 2 years ago when we were small, we listened to Calypsonian. We used to feel embarrassed because you had Antigua with these guys, Trinidad, and we were here not doing the kind of music. But today, I think today we can challenge any island in the Caribbean.
No, that I know maybe. That is not no maybe. That's a definite. Well said. But you see, at that time too, they was in front of us with something. They was going abroad because most Antigua They were doing their music, the ghetto voice from Shot Shot and so, but they was recording in Trinidad.
Oh, okay.
So when the music come out, the engineer in the studio, he ain't come there to play no games because he's selling his product.
Right.
So when you go out there and you hear it was recorded by Oral Gibbs and that's how it's sung. Now Oral ain't got no time with you. He ain't got no favorite when they come to his song. He's selling his business. Oh. So the sound and quality was always good. And we was just going here and putting up a song, and then it used to be mostly recorded off the stage and play back. You had what?
Maybe the same band.
Yeah, maybe you had Genius, Dow, Bobo, and Brat. That really used to go out to record. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that what created that problem initially.
Yeah. Because when you listen to something on the radio too, you're like, what maybe he's singing? Or maybe he's singing some good lyrics too, but the music wasn't coming out pleasant to the people's ears.
It's amazing today to see how far we have come.
Yeah. No, today we good. Yeah, trust me, today we good. And for the younger ones that come, we could be better because some of them think they're recording, and they ain't recording. They just copy and paste.
Tell them because...
they copying and pasting. They ain't recording. When you listen to this stuff, they're lucky. They're lucky, yeah. In St. Martin, they're lucky. For who know could tell you, abroad when you go to your stuff, and the needles, that's all the engineer do, huh? Or the DJ.
Yeah.
He sit down right there, put in your stuff. And from the time them needles don't come up proper, he said, nice. And as soon as you turn the door, in the garbage. That don't go over the airwaves. Here they let everything play and go through.
Yeah.
So everybody feel, okay, well, idea with them too, though. You ain't started to reach yet. And that I learned that at an early stage. So I never used to make any joke with my recording. My recording was always to the... Any album of mine you pick up is to the top quality because it was a top studio, sometimes one of the most expensive studio, best engineers. Yeah.
You know, years ago when I spoke with you, I wasn't aware of that. Uh-huh. But now I sound like a broken record, but with the radio station and hearing people and seeing it, you're 100% right, man. Yep. Yeah. And so you always was very conscious of your music.
Yeah, always. And I learned that from being around Arrow and Sparrow because what happened at the early stage, when I noticed what direction I wanted to take, I was lucky enough to have this producer, born in Angola, lived in the States, which is Carol Hodge. Oh. And he used to be drumming for Arrow and Sparrow. And I used to stay by he. So I write in the open door. Uh-huh. So phone ring. By the time I have a session there with Sparrow, where? Done by Charlie. And then I'm going by Dougherty later to do Arrow. Let's go. So I just sit down there, watch, listen. Then I come up, he say, you see what's going on? Yeah. I said, I didn't like the sax, man, but the trumpet and the trombonist, yeah. So take the name, when time comes for me to record, see musicians.
Wow.
Yeah.
You prefer going to the studio in New York or in Trinidad?
No, New York.
Yeah? Yeah. Why is it?
The top Trinidadian that I'm looking for is in New York. Yeah, all the bad cats up there. Yeah, okay. Because what? After the season, I think it's a West Indian thing we have. After the season, everything go dead. So once they go back, then they constantly jamming either studio gigs or live gigs. So they're busy all year round.
So in New York is better for them?
Yeah, they're based up there, yeah.
And so when you go in the studio, you got to do a lot of takes or?
Nah, man. Any one of the boys around here could tell you, it's a shot. Yeah, it's a shot. There's a shot. Let me go. Because I don't believe in this going in the studio and taking take. You sound like how you want to make up a word now, like you talk singing. Because you're reading, you're watching it. Nah. You gotta drop that like you want to sing it. So just like school. Get up your homework, get it in your head, walk with it, keep it right there. So when it comes to put it down, just go and put it down.
What people say to you, especially people who didn't know you, meet you for the first time, but was listening to your music all along. That's not true.
And then we having a conversation. They say, yeah. No, man, I say from the time I hear, from here. You from St. Martin? So yeah, always. You'd never believe that I'm from St. Martin. Especially most of the Caribbean people that love Calypso now we have living here in St. Martin. No, they won't take me as a St. Martin.
The music is so international, so good. Yeah. And the thing is that St. Martin in itself now is such an international island.
Lord, long time, but no, she gone completely now. She out of your hands now.
And when we have people like you and the others still around and producing music, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
And that's why I gotta ask you if you're gonna be in Calypso for the coming year, or if you're gonna just don't perform in the village.
Well, I can't say that. I personally and truthfully, with no shame, I like have a sanction on Carnival when they come to the village right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I don't feel like Carnival and be Carnival for the people and not for the business.
Can you explain it? Because I think if you explain that, a lot more people will understand and see where you're coming from.
In the sense of Carnival come from we the people being liberated. And when you come now and you got to go inside our village, don't come tell me about what show you bring that costs you. No. That's your show for your festival. It's Carnival, let it be our Carnival. Can you imagine every time that people see we in St. Martin perform, we performing in a competition. So you're like your program. So you don't know my caliber as an artist to do a concert. Because every time you see me just the competition. And then everybody else. So we create a carnival, the hype.
Yeah.
So the radio station have St. Martin Carnival. In the village is all foreigners come in and take all the money and go.
Wow. I didn't see it that way, but you're right.
Break it down. Yeah. Big posters. This one is coming. That one is coming. But if you want to do the thing, it's like a buffet. You put up a buffet with food here. And you tell the children, okay, well, today mommy cooks saltfish, white rice, green beans. All the children going to eat. Could be 600 to 800 children, all of them going to eat. But if you put up that same dish, then you start to put lobster, conch, shrimp, they're going to start to pick and choose. And this is what they're doing.
Wow.
But let St. Martin Carnival be St. Martin Carnival. Because all other countries, their carnival does be their carnival.
You make a very interesting point that I didn't think about, and that is the one where when we see our Calypsonians, they're just always competing against each other.
Whenever.
Do you get a chance to put on a show?
No, never.
And that's important.
And then look how they ask you to put on a show. After, like, this is when I say they have no respect for nobody here. Bam. You let go your throne maybe March, Carnival, April. The song doing good. While in April, they're going to ask you, I want you to be on a show with this one, but you don't contact that one since September. He have prepared himself for that show. You want to take me a week before and just put me up there just to say, but I put you on a show. No, it ain't so it does work. Because you got people out there scouting for another show. You got people out there looking at you.
Yeah.
And if you're not properly prepared to do that show, well then it don't make no sense. Like I is wanted not the money type about the quality. I have to be prepared to do that show.
And so that's what is important, that people contact you early.
Yeah. Don't wait to see what you're coming with. So what happened to all the stuff I come with before?
Yeah. Let me tell the audience about it. In case you've just joined us, this is Oral Gibbs Live. My guest is the King TIMO, one of St. Martin's premier Calypsonians. I'm just honored to have him again here in the studio with me. And I hope, TIMO, that for the coming months, you'll come back. We'll have a jam session on the radio with your music and with the callers. I would love to do that because you are such a remarkable guy, man. And let me tell you, I ain't finished yet. I got to go to a break. So we're going to come back. But I hope, because your music changed my view of how people see Calypsonians.
Okay.
and it shocked me. And I said, I saw like a broken record, but I didn't expect it. It's all because of you, and then also with Genius, and the other guy is the late Greg, right? Just surprised me. So that's why I got to have you on the radio too, and we're gonna have a quite interesting
we have a nice 3 hours
with your music and everything else. All right, so we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, we're gonna be speaking right here again with the King TIMO right here on Earl Gibbs Live.
In order to know what you want out of life, you need to observe, listen, and try it yourself. Promises, we can make it. If we work together, that's just how it is. Let's stand strong, and serve the land. Working hard as one nation, yes we can. The more difficult it is to achieve, the more satisfying it is to make it. Just believe in us, we'll see you through it all. Oh, never give up. Oh, never give up. We can make it. Never forget those who were there for you. And if you dream big, you might just achieve it. The power to serve, standing for community. OGB, got the power to serve, the power to serve. We got the energy. OGB.
Make use of WIB mobile banking with easy access and direct usage of face recognition, PIN code, or fingerprint. Download WIB mobile banking app and make your transaction from anywhere at any time. For more information, visit wib-bank.net/.
My guest on Earl Gibbs Live, King TIMO, St. Martin's premier Calypsonian. Right now, while I'm speaking with him on the radio next door, his music is playing, man. That one is a jam song. What's the name of it?
Copper Top.
Copper Top.
We don't stop. Just like the Energized, the Bunny that's ride forever.
Hey, man, women love that one, man.
It's true.
What year that was? You remember what year that was?
Yeah, that was 96.
96. Wow, man. It's like it today.
Yeah.
Real nice
that was
jamming song.
Exactly.
Very good, right. But you know, you had some CDs there with you. You want to show us what you got there?
Now I'm going to leave this one for last.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll bring you this one here, which is, this one was celebrating Christmas, 30 years.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Wow.
that was 30 years of Carnival.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm giving she 10 on top, 10 underneath, 10 in the center. Tell me why you get it. Getting 30. I'm feeling 30. No, 30 is something else in Trinidad, you see?
Right, yeah.
That's how you play one from St. Martin, you play with the words.
Wow.
This was a masterpiece. Yeah, this piece here, this was a masterpiece. This was Attitude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Clarence Zobby, I think I do 3 songs on this. And you see here, this was done by the big company in England. Yeah, they click in.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
This is big, man.
Yeah.
It's really, really big.
And this one here is when they get me mad and say, TIMO done.
You're walking down the road.
After 3 years.
Hold it up a little.
Yeah, after 3 years.
What you got in your hand? This is a regular bag? Then?
Yeah, that's a regular bag. Yeah. Tell them we on the road again. And I'll come back and I'll clean up everything that year too.
Wow.
Yeah. That's when I just started Soca Monarch. And here comes the baby of the world. This is my business partner.
Christmas.
Yeah, this for Christmas Utile Jams. Here you get all of the best of TIMOs on this.
And how people can buy that if they want?
Well, we don't have stores no more. So definitely you could call me, or sometime during the Christmas time, wherever I have my shows, I just walk with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if you tell me where you got your shows, and we can let people know this is.
Yeah, definitely. Well, on the 10th, we had a Calypso lunch by Alize's with King Chartrette, and all of the top local boys will be there on the 10th.
So you could walk with.
Yep.
You're selling. Okay,
yep.
That'd be good.
Always walk with them because they're always in demand.
Yeah.
The Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my best business partner ever. Oh. Yep.
And so that's
yeah,
great.
so they have them in the CDs, and they also have them in the.
Oh, you have them on the stick too.
Yeah.
The stick. What?
Yeah. Yeah. And here now, that's my last recording, which is
this one.
Yeah, this is Here Comes a World, a brand new world. Yeah. So.
Pull it up a little bit. I like how you have it packaged, man.
No, I'm professional always, from day one. Because you see, when that person bring their hard-earned money to you, you have to know you're presenting it, just like food.
Yeah. Wow.
You have to know how you're presenting it to give them something of value. Yeah.
It goes to prove how you remain so professional and relevant, man.
That ain't gonna change.
Wow,
no shortcuts. No shortcuts. No.
And you give the best music.
Yep.
And I think people appreciate that. Because you can see that you put everything into it. The lyrics are good. Mm-hmm. The quality of the music, it's just unbelievable.
Like example, we had this talk last week. So one of the guys that know me, I tell him, don't ever do that again. He said, I had to do it because these young people think they know what's going on. He said, yeah, he went, he mastered his album for $300. I said, man.
$300?
Yeah. I said, you master your album for $300? I said, what you call master? He said, yeah, they mastered it. I said, no album master for $300. You just copy master by your glass mastering, not me. If I master in one of my albums with 10 songs, I got to find maybe $4,000 to $5,000. Because that is real mastering. You take it from the studio and you carry it into the mastering lab.
Right.
You don't say mastering, say the mastering lab. When you go into that, and that's the thing. Being outside, traveling a lot of time too, sometimes you have the price for the mastering and you have the price for the sit-in. And sometimes they carry you like maybe $500, $250 dollars on half an hour, which is like $500 an hour.
Right.
For you not to see. You see?
Yeah.
So you have to like pay to learn. That's what they're saying. So to get into the master lab, I pay my dues. And when you get in there, you see, wow. You see that kind of speaker, Bose, Hamilton. Another kind of speaker, Evie. And he got to pass that through all of those until it balances out to everything. So which means, say, your product is so well mastered, you could play it on anything, it's going to sound good. That's a mastering lab. Not just taking your thing, pass it in the computer and say, yeah, I got the tools, see where you say master, and then you shove up the thing. And you're playing low, but you don't hear this start. What's this start? I say, this start.
Yeah. And you see what you mentioned there? That's so important because the speakers you mentioned, each one gave you a different sound. You're picking the best one you can get.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So he said, so he mastered his stuff. And because he was there with one of my good friends, I said, you know what? I like how he take it.
Yeah.
As a young person, he didn't take it by, he was like last. I said, give it to me. Bring the mix for me. Just bring the mix. I said, you're mixing that good, but it's passable. But I'm going to show you what's master. And I sent it to New York by one of my people in the lab. I said, I take up the price. When he hear it, he don't want to record another song. Yeah. So right now, they're doing the homework. And he said when he ready to master, he just get because he does work hard, a little young youth. And he going to send it to get it mastered. Yeah. You
see, the experience that you have in the industry makes a big difference. So a lot of young people come out and they think they know.
Nah. Man, I tell you, he got some things to be playing here on the radio every day. But who know? They want to pass. So you see, they get away for the 4, 5, 6 years. So then they're good. but you've been always, you ain't gonna know it. Because you think you've been good because you've been getting away. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I like about you too is that you talk about your music and you speak good about the other Calypsonians.
Yeah, definitely. When they're good, they're good.
Yeah.
Trust me, yeah. No, I tell you, it's a brotherhood there. So you touch, when you hear we talking, keep out.
Yeah.
Keep out, yeah. Okay, you touch one, you touch. Yeah.
You know, he's younger than you, but he reminds me a bit about you is Fish, the boss.
No, Fish is sweet. That's Sweet Rose. Sweet Rose. You know, you got red rose, white rose. That's Sweet Rose, Fish, yeah. Because Fish have a lot of respect. Fish might have the aggressiveness in his songs, which is normal, but when you get to know Fish as a person, as a human being, Fish sweet, man. No? Leave my Fish where he be the mega boss.
Yeah. And he just took over from where his father was.
Exactly. Again, yeah. Fish maybe surprise people, but he surprised me.
Yeah.
And again, he's also a musician. He's a trumpet player.
Exactly.
So yeah,
it helps a lot.
Of course, because at times, especially with your calypsos, there's things you hearing. The producer might tell you, no, you ain't hearing it, but you know. So you don't say, come on, my son, just play that. Yeah, but play it. When you done play, tell me it ain't good. He said, yeah, have to walk in. Well, if to walk in, he want to accept that you're right. You know? He said, have to walk in. Well, leave it play. Yeah, leave it there.
And he also had some controversy in his music too.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Fish are bad boys in the business.
Yeah. So you're working on anything new around the situation in St. Martin, how you see it today, or you're not going to bother with that anymore?
No, well, I'll tell you, I'm working on it. So like I know I'll have half of the copyrights already here by you. Like they finish, I worked on it. Half of the copyrights is
Don't say too much.
No. But they can't put it down like I put it down. So thing, but the evilness on earth have been amplified. That's my next one.
Wow.
Yeah, evilness have always been there, but trust me, all now it's like people have just get worse.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you got the song. But you ain't plug in the amp to it yet.
Yeah.
And as soon as you plug in the amp, boom! So now, evilness was always there. But it's like if it had been amplified. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then if you want something on St. Martin, let me see which one of them I could pull out a book there for you now. If we come in next year. So, you see, they got a lot of time now to work against people because I give them everything. It's going to be this song named Different Face, Same Glasses.
That's a good one. That reminds me of what an American lawyer said to me. He said, in St. Martin, look at politics and the people holding office, different people but same people. That was surprising.
Different face, same glasses. Yeah. Tell me, I vote in here, I vote here, put me in here. But look like when he come out, what we had one come out, the one what we put in went and take up his glasses. Yeah.
We know the politicians fair you guys, they try to be.
Well, they better be nice this time because this time I got no mercy on none. Yeah, and to got one there, he ain't no nice person at all. Yeah. Ain't no nice person, but he time gonna come.
So we almost out of time. I gotta ask you how you made it through the pandemic. How was it for you?
Pandemic for me, thank God that I live by the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was rough with friends and family, you know, and that was the most concern. Yeah. But I went through it good because my belief is nature, and believing in that, we went through it good.
I know it's you know when I look back, you know, and over the last year and a half, you know, I've lost so many friends and people I know. Man, it's just
you ask yourself,
painful.
Yeah. That's why sometimes it's another thing of belief. You have to start to question yourself and ask yourself, what the hell was this thing?
Yeah.
What was it? You know, because you see people standing there and just telling you, I ain't feeling good. Huh? Okay, I ain't feeling good, but he's watching you tell you ain't feeling good. Gone to the hospital, next morning wake up, yeah, he dead.
But you know what, Mr. Van Huyken, King Timo? You make a lot of people happy.
Oh.
You make a lot of people happy with your music, man. I'm telling you. I can tell you that.
I know that. I see it on the face when I meet them, like on the market or in supermarkets and so, yeah.
So, you know, for that, I think we got to be grateful for having a calypsonian like you. You make a lot of people happy.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I think we have to appreciate you for your music. And you make us laugh. You make some of us angry. You know? But most of us enjoy your music. And
even the one that angry does laugh after. You know what's so funny? One of my best people right now, trust me, from that VIX thing was Mikey Ferrier.
Right.
Because he was president at the time.
Exactly.
And nobody lives sweeter than me, you know, because we have dumbed that boy. But you see, Mikey is a technician, eh? He is a technician, yeah, he good enough. Yeah, so...
He even take your song and change it up too.
Listen! Yeah, and that's the thing, when we could go on like that, why does saying the calypso is, if you come with your double standard, come with it, but make sure you have respect in it also. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't get into the family thing with, no. Once you're crossing the lines, you're out with me.
Exactly.
Yeah. You gotta come with something like telling the people, neighbor, girl, wake up, come in. Christmas morning, me and OJ on the radio, we rocking. Christmas morning, Nella, Christmas morning, oh God, Christmas morning. Christmas morning, I tell you, me and OJ coming.
I love that. I want to thank you for being my guest, and we're going to have you back in the radio, and much success. And anything you want to say to your fans?
Just want to tell everybody, keep on a positive mind. 2021, 22 was rough. 23 going to be for we.
And thanks again for the CDs and everything else. We're going to promote it and offer that prizes on the radio station. Really appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome. Like always.
All right. Thanks again, Mr. Van Huyken, better known as King Timo. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye.